when I'm not writing music and so forth, writing poems and creating my podcast, I still tutor people in Biblical Greek and Latin. Reading Euclid with a student in Greek really taught me something that has gone on in my adult life. It's been very salutary. Euclid said at the beginning of his mathematical treatise, Euclid had a student that said to him, "Master, what is your teaching doing to improve my station in life?" Euclid went away to his slave, and it's important to remember that most of the helpers of these great people were slaves, like Cicero, for example. He said to his slave, "Have him flogged and give him his money back, send him away, because he has to profit from wisdom." Now that got my attention. Reading Euclid in Greek is an exercise in epistemology. Epistemology is the science of how we arrive at knowledge. It's the most difficult thing to teach. It can only be taught referentially. Everybody knows you want to have the right information about something. That's the common, and that's not what I mean. I mean, how we arrive at the knowledge is what needs to be taught separately. Here's how Euclid does it. There's a point. There's a line. A surface is any place where all lines meet. I'm going to just stop there. If you followed me, and if you think about that, that's the only thing that needs to be said about a surface. The place where all lines can meet. Now, I decided years ago, after having pondered that way of arriving at knowledge, that surfaces need to be respected. I'm looking over at a table right now that I have trouble not getting cluttered. I cleaned it off today because I knew we were going to be taping this video. Surfaces, if they're respected, are things that attract the action of us for very productive things. And that reading of Euclid, just that much, was an enlightenment for me of what real learning is. And it's an example of how the greatest truths really do grow up from the common.